Okay, here's how I do the front shoulders on a smaller deer rather. You can see that's about, I don't know, 250, 260 degrees. When I first put them on, I like to crank the grill up to like 400 or more just to get the grill hot and give them a quick sear. So I get it hot and then I come down and I turn off the two middle burners and only put the two sides on low. That's how I get the 260. And then you basically just put whatever, barbecue sauce or marinade that you like. These have been on here an hour. I'm gonna give them a flip. Pretty hot. And let them cook for another hour before I flip, and then flip again. But you want to do this for about 4 hours, and what'll happen is all the tendons and stuff will start to sort of melt and move away from the bone, and that's that. Maybe I'll come back in another hour. Okay, about a half an hour ago, I turned it up slightly, so it's at 300. And mind you, that's 300 at the top here, where the actual shoulders are is a little bit less. So I'm gonna lather them up with some more barbecue sauce. You can see this is about 2 hours. I got another about 2 hours and it should be done. Notice everything's pulling and shrinking off the bones here. You know, the meat was way out to here. As it's cooking, that's what you want to see, it all pulling up. Okay, I'm gonna lather them up. And then I'm gonna probably give them a flip after I lather them. And then I'll lather the opposite side also. Okay, I gave him a flip. Also, I wanted to mention I just had some random things around the house. I threw in a sweet potato and a little squash there. And you can see again, it's pulling away from the bone, the meat. So I'm just gonna continue to rub the sauce in over the spices, and hopefully in another hour. And if you look closely, sometimes you'll see a tiny little hair, like right there. Some little bits of hair. This deer was actually, I just happened to be driving by the police officer that unfortunately had to shoot the deer after getting hit by a car, and it was hit in the rear, so the front shoulders were perfect. Hence I'm cooking them up. The rear of the deer, I had to cut a little more and give a majority of it to the dogs or whatever. The back loins also were great. I'm gonna make a lot of jerky with that meat. And there's a little hair right there. I think I got it. Anyway, I'll be back in another hour and hopefully that'll be it. Okay, it seems like the magic temperature on the gauge is 280, which puts the meat probably at like 260 or 250. It's still just cooking away. I'm gonna give it some more time. Okay, so I want to give a little taste test here. Looks like it's cooked thoroughly. It's been about 4 hours. Oh yeah, it's delicious. I'm gonna take this one in and cut it up. Okay, this is about 4 hours at about, I want to say, a little less than 300 degrees on the thermometer. We're gonna cut in and to see how it looks. This is a carving knife, and it's pretty good. It's got a lot of nice juiciness to it. And Okay, here's some meat that came off the first shoulder. The second shoulder still on the grill. I got to run out there and grab that. I could take a little bit more off. I'm gonna go get into the other shoulder. And then also before I get into the second shoulder, I'm gonna use my whetstone here and sharpen up the knife.